It's Thursday again, and we all know what that means. It's put your pants on day. So break out your finest pair of listening devices and join Ziona and Slaygon for a bit of chat live here on Slay Radio.
Hi everyone.
Hello, 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 hello.
And welcome to February. This
Oh, yeah.
month.
It's one of those. A new month.
It's one of those, yes. Well, you must know it the best because you were working along with Mordi and Lea on the new Remix News edition.
Yes,
So
I did.
you were the first probably to perceive that there is a new month coming.
Usually the last. Is it December yet?
Are you waiting so much for this year's December? So
No,
maybe
I'm just wondering what month it is in general. Or is it April? I don't know.
You never know. Anyway, happy birthday Remix News, because Mordi and Lea started to do the Remix News exactly a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Job well done! Woo!
Very
Applause!
nicely done.
Applause from everyone! We don't have a Stream Deck thingy to play applause with or anything like that.
yeah, you don't need to edit until you fix it.
I didn't. You did.
Anyway, the point is that 1 year of awesomeness, and we are hoping for many more seasons to come. So,
Yeah,
and
so
of
now
course,
it's the start of season 2, obviously.
season 2 starts today. Yes, and yeah, it's been a very nice ride. So let's hope for more to come. And where are we right now? Yeah, it's the 4th of February. So it is February for 4 days now.
Yeah.
Never mind that. Some people don't perceive these things, but at least they prepared the Remix News video, so that's good.
That's always something.
Yeah, that's always something. And there has been some releases in the previous week happening as well on RKO. And the latest one is made by Dr. Future.
Yeah, but before we go into those, just want to make a quick note here that the YouTube stream is not up and running yet for whatever reason. It just doesn't want to eat the data I throw at it. So yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Has that changed? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna try to fix that while we play the first song, and if I can't, then we'll just go ahead without YouTube.
YouTube stream
There's always
today.
Facebook and Twitch that you can tune into.
Well, the advantage of many platforms at the same time. Okay, then. So, yeah, the latest release on RKO is Dr. Future's Ocean Loader 4. Not in the middle of it.
Yeah, that would help, probably.
Yeah, probably. Why did you set it there?
Because I was testing audio.
Right, okay.
I didn't set it there. I just
Anyway.
played it for a while to see that everything works in the studio while you were upstairs putting your face on.
I put my face on, yeah, right. Yeah, okay. So anyway, once again, Dr. Future and Ocean Loader 4.
Oh, he was literally Dr. Future. He was in the future, even in the song.
Yes.
Did it come as a surprise again?
There are those remixes especially for you because you enjoy them so much. So
For me?
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
it's more for you that it comes as a surprise. For me, it's no surprise because I put the ending in there.
right, okay. Well, at least one of us is surprised, so that's not really good. But yeah, I mean, I like surprises. Probably not in between doing a show and in between two tracks when it all of a sudden ends, but that's another story. The thing is that the requester seems
It
to...
works perfectly fine. I think there was just some
Bottega.
garbage. Yes, I think there was just some garbage character in the request Bottega made.
And what did you do?
Gohanks was just restarting the service on his end, so it could be one of those. So, yeah, that if you don't get a notification from the bot, the request didn't go through. So just put it in again.
She says sorry, but I don't think it was you, was it?
No, like I said, there's one. That's one of the two options I can think of right now. Is that either she had a crap character in there, or that Gohanks was just restarting the service when she put the request in.
Yeah, I tried very hard to look for crap characters, but I didn't
but you
see
have,
any.
like if you can type the exact same thing, but in UTF-8 looks exactly the same, but you can't see any difference visually. But the characters are different.
Okay, well,
In any way, we have, am I working? I asked in the requester. Yes, I am. Well, technically, I'm not properly working. I'm a bit dysfunctional, but that's a different discussion. You said hello test. Hello? Am I a test?
yes, you are.
Okay, then. Martin Land says, hello world. Well, hello on behalf of the world. You're welcome. What?
And thus I said summer. I'm so bored of the winter. You don't
Okay,
need to
I
wait
will
for...
grant you that. You'll just have to wait for it a couple of months. So we'll get there.
Not
or
much
you'll get
left
it.
until the spring, technically, but of course the real winter has arrived to Sweden, so right now we have minuses and
Yeah, -7 or something on the way
total
home.
cold and well, I always find something positive in these things, like at least you can wear your warmest leather, no, don't wear your leather jacket, wear your feather jacket.
I thought you were going to say letter.
leather jacket, no. That would be
gonna wear
also very
my
cold
letter.
though. Oh my.
Block.
No,
There's wind coming in from
I
this
totally
way.
imagined a jacket made out of letters, and no, that wouldn't be warm enough either.
Yeah, well,
Please
if-
don't do that.
If they make coats out of bacon, then why the hell not?
Yeah, you will eat it halfway. No point to do that either.
Nah, it just needs to be crispy. Then I would eat it. But then it would just break.
Most probably the feathers are better for this purpose though. So yeah, take your warmest feather jacket if you go out in Sweden at least. But I think it's some places else as well, as I heard. So the winter globally has arrived. And no, we won't start a global warming conversation right now.
Not right now, no.
No. Not really.
No. And I haven't actually checked. Yeah, YouTube is still borked. Oh, actually, go live it says now. Woo!
So
Okay, we actually seem to have hello and welcome to YouTube.
okay.
Now we've been live 7 seconds on YouTube, but no idea what the quality is like because apparently there's the server we ended up on is a bit borked. So yeah, whatever.
So hello YouTube then. Technically we are here for 15 minutes, but we weren't able to join. So
Yeah, so if you were one of those that were sitting around waiting, yeah, buffering. YouTube is not receiving enough data to... fuck off. Yeah.
anyway,
Oh, we have a raid on the channel. Raid on the Twitch, I mean.
Oh, yeah,
thank
okay.
you, Kiyas Mata.
hi. I guess I don't see Twitch at the moment. So I'm gonna get there and just check it out. And let's see what we have. Yeah, Bottega, and her 40 request for some reason was something green beret. So
Because green, she made a comment on the Facebook post that we did.
obviously,
It's a
yeah.
premonition or whatever of your future hair color.
No, that never will get green. It would look shit on me. And anyone who knows about the color types a little bit more than 2 words knows that probably. So yeah. And I envy all those people who look great with green, by the way. So no, it just doesn't work on me. Never mind that part. But we have a nice green beret here, which is made by Shenlong, from who we haven't heard for a while. So I thought it would be nice to play it.
Yeah, we need to
he wakes
poke
up.
him,
Yes, maybe he wakes up at some point.
hopefully.
Stop typing.
Yeah, I will. shortly.
Okay, then. Continue typing.
There you are.
I'm not. I totally do not type at the
No,
moment.
there you are, I said.
Oh, okay.
On screen.
There you are. Yeah, I'm here. I was here. I don't know what's the confusion. I try to create a proper distance here from everything. Jesus Christ. It's complicated. Anyway, yes, there is a lot of snow in Sweden right now, or at least wherever we are, there is. Probably not everywhere, and probably less downtown as here, but a lot of snow. And yeah, I enjoyed to take a walk today in the snow, but it's sliding and gliding a little bit, so you need to be careful not to fall onto your ass.
Here we go. Just fixing a few things here. Since I was trying to get that thingy up and running properly,
Okay.
I kind of am behind a little bit on the things, as they are called.
Yep. And the semla, yes, Bottega,
Yes.
Bottega. We
That
had
was very,
a semla
very nice.
today. Yes, that was very nice. It's been a while since I had the last one. It's a really nice Swedish bakery stuff, but it has its counterparts in other countries as well. So I don't know how it is, for example, in Switzerland or Germany, but well, literal translation of the semla as a kind of cake in Hungarian would be a representative donut, sort of. That sounds very weird, but representative means here the politician who is kind of stands up for something. Weird, but we also have chocolate cream in it, and semla is mostly with almond cream. So, but yeah, if you look for semla, if you're not Swedish, of course, then you will find how it looks. It's a very nice piece of bun, and it has some almond paste on it and some whipped cream on top. So nice and not overly sweet. That's also very important because I don't like overly sweet things.
Yeah, they don't. At least these that you bought, the cream wasn't overly sweet. Kind of nice.
Well, most of those didn't have overly sweet cream since I
No,
live
but that
here.
was even less sweet than usual.
Ah, okay, that's good to know. Well, I don't know the standards. I'm only living here for 3 years, obviously. I guess it's great that I didn't eat semla every day, but it's very nice and all of that. But yeah, sometimes you just need to prepare your stomach as well, because well, if you have slight lactose intolerance, then that can cause some problems. But it's totally worth it. I will tell you that. So anyway, where were we? Did you still fixing?
Yeah,
Are you
still fixing.
fixing?
There's still a problem on YouTube. It just keeps buffering and crap. So
Keeps
yeah.
buffering and crap.
Yeah, crap.
Oh, and lovely message down there. Thank you, Torbjörn Pettersson. Pettersson, right?
Torbjörn Pettersson.
Pettersson, because RS, obviously. Yeah, that's so weird with you people.
Dax, you're not alone with no stream on YouTube. It's buffering. We literally talked about it for 5 minutes right then. It's borked.
Suffering and everything. Hi Dex, hi Board. Hi everyone just joining us. And yes, there are free requests today. That means that we don't have any criteria for requesting songs today. So you can request any of your favorites, basically. And Go Hanks did that too, who requested Bomb Jack.
Go Hanks! Go Hanks!
Yeah, we need to prepare this Stream Deck thing, and then I will record all of this and let me just press it whenever. Anyway.
Oh, really?
That would be lovely, don't you think? I will add some super echo on that. Anyway, Bomb Jack remix, DJ's choice. Well, if it would be up to me, it would be always Kronberg. No. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. No. That. No. Actually, no. No. That one. That one. I think that this is the perfect bomb jack
That's
from
the thing
Kron.
house built thingy version. Oh, whatever. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Carry
the
on.
house jack built. That's another one.
Yes.
But anyway, this is a good one as well. I just like the fact that some people always find their ways to the best gifts that fit the rhythm properly. So nice.
Rhythm.
The rhythm.
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 Or rhythm.
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 Oh, this is fun.
Nope, it's not fun. It is fun for you. You grammar Nazi. Well, okay, I'm one too, but in written form mostly. It's not in spoken form. Definitely not in English. Yeah, in written form I can be vicious sometimes. Okay, no. Actually, I'm vicious with those that are kind of closer. So I'm not vicious with everyone. Or try not to be, at least.
Try not to, at least.
What are you clicking there?
I was informing people that I cancelled the YouTube stream now.
So-
It's completely borked.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
fantastic. So can you leave there a link to the Twitch stream at least?
probably not anymore.
Ah, okay, because it
But
got
I
deleted
did that.
completely.
No, I did earlier though.
Okay.
Hopefully then.
So whoever might go there maybe will notice and then just can join that stream instead. So,
Yeah, unfortunately it's only on the live chat, and it won't be visible until after it's been processed and all of that shit. So yeah,
Yeah, never
I did
mind.
post a link earlier though. So
They can probably find us on other channels.
they
Or
can
at least on
probably
slayradio.org. That's not that complicated because there probably everything is there.
Well, funny thing is, I forgot to update the homepage, so the YouTube link is not on there either.
Well, they are just one link away because if they check the left column and social media on the top.
Yeah, sure, but I usually have a
Yes, I know.
embedded player on there,
I know you do. But even if
which
you
is
don't.
what I mentioned or tried to make a comment on.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't have time to fix it.
Yeah, even if you don't, they can find the other
Yeah,
video
sure.
streams.
Of course they can. They're intelligent people,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, I was supposing that as well. Yes.
As opposed to this dumb motherfucker right here.
I like that you are at least self-critical. That helps.
It sometimes helps, sometimes not.
And Dex said, "Please smile, both. We are all happy, even without YouTube."
Yeah, especially without YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to do that, what he just posted as a GIF.
Yeah, I like it. Actually, we would need to do something because we are not really moving
not that,
very often. Okay, not that though. But I'm trying to drag you out for a walk for weeks now. Which,
I had a long walk today.
how long it was, please?
At least 20 minutes in total.
Oh my goodness, I don't know how you survived that at all.
Well, I barely did.
I wonder if you remember what you have been talking about the last Friday when you were talking with Boz.
Depends on which topic.
Walking.
Walking boots are made for.
This is not what you were talking about.
No, I can't remember the topic in particular.
I knew that it will just escape your mind. So, Boz was telling you that you can do this challenge together as well. So he usually takes a walk, at least like in lunchtime, and he aims for like an hour per day of walk at least, because he moves then. And he said that you could also join the challenge and you could send each other some proofs of your walks every day with the app's kind of tracking of your steps.
No, that won't be possible.
Well, you agreed last week. How
if
drunk
I
you
if
were.
I can get a TomTom or something, because I don't have tracking on GPS location or anything on my phone.
He
I
said,
can have a step counter on there that can have access to the internal gyro and whatnot, but not GPS.
No, GPS is not necessary. The step counter is enough. And besides, he said that the application works with your email address as well. So you don't need to log in with Google or Facebook or anything.
Yeah, that's besides the point. That has nothing to do with step counters or GPS tracking. Email or not.
Yeah, but you were having this problem then, and then he actually reflected to this with that. It's great that I need to tell the guys what they were talking about a few days after.
This probably was kind of late.
Probably, but I think it was a great idea. And of course you don't remember it, because why would you? Never mind. Maybe we should play some music. What do you think? It would be.
Besides, we have a lot of throwaway topics that we kind of agree on when drunk and then never remember again.
Yes, I know. Now others know too. Anyway.
Well, I think that's no secret.
No, probably not. Mordi had a request, which is Radix's Yendi XM. It was a nice song.
Yeah, and very quiet. Also like half volume for some reason.
Wow.
I thought it was the YouTube player because sometimes I adjust the volume on the individual YouTube clips or whatever. Because the headphone output is kind of difficult to adjust sometimes. But no, it wasn't that. So it was just a quiet YouTube clip. And yeah, I could have probably fixed it by increasing the volume in the audio chain somewhere. But yeah, too late now. I will figure it out for next time we have that problem.
Yes, you will. Certainly. I'm pretty certain about that. Where were we?
Well, maybe not next time, but in the future. Let's put it that way.
In the
Yeah, sorry about
distant
that.
future, maybe.
Yeah, Mr. Future, maybe.
Mr. Future, maybe.
Yeah, instead of Dr. Future. Mr. Future, maybe.
Uh-huh. Yep, and Martinland, I agree, it was way too short. Radix was a nice demo scene musician. I don't know if he is active recently. That would be interesting to check out. Or
Yeah, he did nice stuff. Or maybe
very,
even
very
still does.
nice. Yeah, indeed.
Oh, and by the way, Mother informs me that semla is laskiaispulla in Finnish.
Laskiaispulla.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Nice. I'm just checking it here. Oh, it appears that we have more radixes. And I'm not. Oh, there we go. So we
Martin
need...
Land says, haha, certainly you will not fix it in the past, Slaygon. Maybe I did, and just forgot how to fix it, or actually adjust it.
You do everything on purpose, even the
And-
mistakes.
Exactly. And Dak says, maybe in future, Doctor. What?
Instead of Doctor Future, Future Doctor.
Oh, and he also says, I only know kottbullar. Well, that would be very, very hard, because kotte is pine cone. They are very, very hard to eat. You're lacking 2 dots over the O,
Pine
which would
cone.
make it köttbullar. Kött being meat.
No one would guess, actually, outside Sweden that köttbullar is pronounced S with S instead of K, because it looks
Yeah.
like köttbullar. So
Köttbullar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that if you remove the dots over the O for the kotte, it's the hard K. Kött, kott.
yes, but there is a rule for that, and I probably shouldn't go into this too much, because for some people it might be boring, but it's about the vowels that follow the consonants.
Uh-huh.
Yes, there are 2 types of vowels there. We call them deep and high. And the Ö, for instance, is a high one, while O is a deep one. And there are 2 groups. And if you group those things, usually these rules can be applied for the Swedish language.
Okay, so if you say kött, which is K-Ö, and then you say kör, which is K-Ö.
Okay, that's an exception. That's not a good example, because there's no other word that is pronounced this way. Or is there any other?
I don't know.
Well, you were living with this language.
Yeah, but it's not like you can order up oddities of the language on demand.
No, but you could
Exactly.
certainly come up with some examples, right?
I just did. I can't. I'll be asked to think of more.
LP Pie.
I wrote Mastering Swedish.
LP Chip is asking, Ziona, are you breaking up, or are you just talking weirdly?
We're always talking weirdly.
I thought we are always breaking up.
Oh, maybe he has his hopes up or something. I don't know. Maybe he'll swoop in and take you away or something. Yeah. Hard and soft vowels, Wotega says, yeah.
Thank you. Wotega knows what I'm talking about. Exactly.
Yeah.
This is
But
what
my
we are
point
talking
is
about.
that the is cannot be both. yet it behaves differently with different words.
Yes, but kör is an exception, and you cannot come with an exception. If you come with other words, tör.
Yeah.
But
okay.
T is
it
not-
needs to have a K.
Yes, K is
I
one of
can't
those.
think of too many words that starts with KO or KÖ.
Yeah, with KO, it's usually K. That's the thing. With KÖ, it's usually kö. And I just love these moments, you know. Had those earlier as well, that you explain something to someone who isn't native to a language, that, you know, this is how it usually works. And the natives look back at you and they ask, really?
Yeah,
It's
but-
like,
I'm not a native though.
well, okay, you could be considered as one
Well, I
because...
didn't even speak the language until I was like 6.
Okay, would you say right now that the Finnish is your native language?
No,
Exactly. So, what is your native language then?
I guess English.
That won't apply because you didn't talk English when you were a child, so you cannot really call
No.
it as your native language.
No, but which one would you say is your native language? The one you speak most,
I think
or know the more intricacies of?
I think it's probably a mixture, but probably the one that you know the most about.
Then I would
And-
say they are kind of equal in that regard, English and Swedish.
And the one that you grew up with, that's also counting a lot because that
Yeah, that
counts
would
in
basically be both too. I learned Swedish when I was like 6 or whatever, and I learned English when I was 11. No, younger. Started learning Swedish when I was like 9, I think.
Yeah, I know, but later on you mastered
then-
it.
And then
As we know.
regularly started talking English when I was like 12, 13 maybe.
Yeah, well, nowadays you certainly use English a lot.
Yeah,
me
at
at
work,
least.
work at
And-
home, everywhere. I barely speak Swedish anywhere anymore.
Meanwhile, I digged up Radix, and it seems like his last release was music of a demo
Oh,
called
oh,
Joy
Radix.
Radix,
Mm.
yeah. And it was released in 2019, July. So he was there,
Mm.
kind of.
Nice.
Before that, in 2017, he had a few releases. He participated in a few. But yeah, it's every now and then now. But he's active on the demo scene, like, oh my god. His first release is from 93. So
Oh,
he was there right at the start, almost right at the start of the whole thing. Yes, Martinland, thank you. The language you learned, spoke after you were born and started talking. That would be Finnish, but Kenneth has some problems with Finnish because sometimes
Yeah, I
he
can-
cannot find the words.
yeah,
so
I can barely speak in Finnish anymore because I haven't used the language basically since I was, I guess, 20-ish. Before that, I spoke Finnish on a fairly regular basis, but after that, basically nothing except for with my son. We kind of had this agreement that his mother would speak Swedish with him and I would speak Finnish with him. And we kept that going until he was maybe 6 or something. And then he thought, yeah, stop talking Finnish to me. It sounds weird. So after that, yeah.
yeah, after that. Anyway, it's an interesting question in your case. Because I don't know if you can speak about native language when you don't speak the native language that well anymore. So, but maybe Martin's definition stands for that.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Anyway, we are almost at 9 right now, so let's play some music here. Yeah, soon we get to the birthday edition of Remix News, or the first birthday of it.
Birthday!
Yes. But before that, we still have several things to do here. And yeah, one would be Bionic DK's request. And well, he said that he wants to hear one of the end tunes from any game, DJ's choice. Just to remember my dad who passed away yesterday.
Oh,
That is shocking. I totally, I totally hear you on that. It happened to me like 3 years ago, and still difficult. So I was thinking that since, well, the end game tunes, sometimes they can be like kind of mixed, and I have a really good candidate for this one in my head. If you don't mind, then I would bring you Rhino Hand and Nemesis the Warlock.
good one.
These are the RKO and Amiga remix releases for the month of January 2021.
This month we have 14 new C64 remixes and 6 new Amiga remixes for a total of 20. What will the year of 2021 bring? Stay tuned. Tomcat Galata Remix, a remix by Anonymous, composed by Jeroen Tel. This is Anonymous' 6th remix on the site. It's a remix that grows on you and keeps on getting better. Commando GEC remix composed by Rob Hubbard. Another newcomer this month that gives us a short, sweet and a bit muddy remix. Welcome to GEC.
Okay, just gonna check real quick here because this is just weird. It's completely distorted without any good reason for it to do so. Go away. What the hell is going on? There. Let's see if I have a previous version of it. I do somewhere. Hold on. Just hold on. Ever so slightly. I'll be right with you. God damn it. What the hell?
Oh, okay. Meanwhile, you are looking for something. Maybe we can play a song then. Can we?
Just do
Or not?
this. Yeah, play a song.
Okay. A request for Dax.
These are the RKO and Amiga remix releases for the month of January 2021.
This month we have 14 new C64 remixes and 6 new Amiga remixes for a total of 20. What will the year of 2021 bring? Stay tuned. Tomcat Galata Remix, a remix by Anonymous, composed by Jeroen. This is Anonymous' 6th remix on the site. It's a remix that grows on you and keeps on getting better. Commando GEC remix composed by Rob Hubbard, another newcomer this month that gives us a short, sweet and a bit muddy remix. Welcome to GEC. The Great Gianna Sisters, a remix by Magical Sound Shower 64, composed by Chris Hulsbeck. Yet another newcomer this month, the remix community keeps on getting bigger. Welcome to the site. Outrun / Wave remixed by Magical Sound Shower 64, composed by Jason Brook. This group is a result of 3 people that didn't know each other, that met on a forum and started an online band. This is their 2nd remix on the site. Way of the Exploding Fist, in-game music, a remix by JB Exploding Fist, composed by Neil Brennan. This tune starts off simple and chill, and that is also how it ends. Would love more spunk and emotion in this one. Remixed by JB Exploding Fist, composed by Steve Turner. JB's 3rd remix on the site is a short tune, only 44 seconds long. It's a nice attempt. I like the arrangement, I like the drums, and I would like to hear a longer version. Robocop title theme, a remix by Tim Forsyth, composed by Jonathan Dunn. Tim himself said, "It's funny how track morphs into something you couldn't imagine at the start." Well, this remix morphed into a remix with a lovely 80s ballad feel. So nice. have 2 remixes by Dr. Future this month. First up, Shadow of the Beast 2 opening, composed by Tim Wright. The second one from Dr. Future is Shadow of the Beast 3, Game Over, also composed by Tim Wright. Toy Tay, a remix by Kurt Cool, composed by Uncle Tom. It's a nice arrangement. There's something off about this remix, and I can't put my finger to it. Good effort. Parallax title screen tune, a remix by Steve Collins, composed by Martin Galway. Steve is a newcomer, and this 11-minute long remix is his first tune on RKO. Six Hours Hardstyle Remix, remixed by JLD, composed by Alexander Wiklund. I prepared to get my ears blown away, but this is not as expected. This is a 3-minute long, happy hardstyle tune. Human Race, Welcome to Gold Runner, a remix by the St. Albans Rob Hubbard fan club. And yes, you guessed right, it's composed by Mr. Rob Hubbard. This amazing remix is just wonderful. I wish the choir part could come through a bit more and sound a bit more natural. I so can picture this live on the stage. Cauldron 2 remixed by Mackey, composed by Richard Joseph. This is a tune from the album It's Binary Baby from 2005. But if it's gold, it never gets old. Enjoy. Storm 2017 version remixed by Glyn R. Brown, composed by David Whittaker. Glyn's remix number 23 on the site is an awesome, sweet and happy tune that makes you stomp your feet and smile. Comic Bakery Chill Out Remix, a remix by Johan Andersson, composed by Martin Galway. This month I get to know a different side of Mr. Andersson. A pleasant surprise, a chill, sweet and relaxing remix. Enigma Gun, Third Time Lucky Remix, remixed by Acnotronic, composed by Romeo Knight. This is Acnotronic's remix number 15 since 2010. This tune is for me a mix of different genres, a bit of this, a bit of that, and some synthwave. Enjoy! Knucklebusters Cinematic 64, a remix by Slaygon, composed by Rob Hubbard. This is the last track on the Cinematic 64 album that was released in 2019. And what an awesome track it is. So freaking great and so freaking Slaygon. Agony, Owl's Journey, a remix by Mimi the Cat, composed by Tim Wright and Frank Sauer. This is a sour cacophony of things I don't understand and dissonant notes. My favorite for this month is an Amiga remix, and it's the first release from this newcomer. It's Elysium LDA Lead Remake, remixed by LDA, composed by Volker Trip. LDA gives us a funky, bleepy, funny, happy and enjoyable remix. I would like to encourage people to visit remix.kved.org and amigaremix.com to listen and vote. Last year we had 222 new releases combined on both sites. Keep being creative and keep up the great work. Till next time, take care.
That was Remix News with Lea. Thank you for listening.
Remix
Yeah,
news, 1
so
year
cool.
anniversary. Happy birthday,
Remix News! Yay!
And yeah, the start. Sorry for the start of that. I was re-encoding the whole thing several times today because I fucked up like small bits and pieces in there. So I re-rendered the whole thing, and apparently the last one just did some crazy shit in there. I don't know what was going on, but anyway. Mordi was listening in his car through Twitch or whatever, and it sounded fine, and it sounded fine upstairs when I was listening in the headphones. So I don't know. But the uncompressed version of the video sounded better, so we ran that.
Oh well, yeah, sometimes glitches just happen, but definitely the uploaded version will be fine, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-render it properly and make sure that everything is as should be.
Yeah, hopefully not the whole thing was distorted though.
Yeah, hopefully not, but I'm gonna re-render the whole thing anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, very nice. So thank you, Lea and Mordi, for that.
Yes,
and
very
for the
nice.
past year as well.
Yeah, very
And
nice.
yeah, it's really nice addition to the whole thing, I think. And I thought that this is probably the time to put in some requests, people. That would be a good chance for you.
Go to slay.radio/request or !request on Discord or IRC or Twitch, I guess. Because those are all linked. I think it works from Twitch as well, actually.
Yep. And now we will play a Robbie Yuri's request. That would be MRT and Will You Remember Gone?
Hello, my friend. It's me, your first computer. I'm so sad. Haven't seen you for a long time. I'm sorry.
nice one, and it's been a while since I heard this.
Indeed,
Do you remember it?
I do.
Okay, then.
Uh,
I do.
yeah, almost there. Yeah, I think we should talk about that.
Oh, definitely we should talk about that. How
To-
could we forget even? Yes.
Yeah, I kind of it took me a while to fix that because I just realized that. Oh, yeah, we have that as well. So yeah, speaking of all these awesome remixes, and we started off really good with the first episode of season 2 of Remix News, and 2021 I think is going to be awesome.
Yes, the very, very good chance for that, since
Yeah.
you people have about 2 months to do something awesome, right?
April 17th, I think, will be the deadline. If you go to remix64.com, what we're talking about is Remix 64 20-year anniversary remix compo. And they've been around for 20 years on April 17, I think it is. I haven't double checked, so please go and check on remix64.com and check the link at the top left. I think it's still on the top left there. Let me just check. It's that dynamic thingy. So check for that book image that you see on screen, or just search for Remix 64 anniversary remix compo thingy. Anyway,
Yeah, slightly more
April.
than 2 months. So
Yeah,
this is definitely enough for great releases, I think. And we might have a bunch. So we are counting on you guys, and we are counting on ourselves as well. And the compo will be anonymous, so you will only see the track names and not the artist names. So please don't insert any artist names into the titles, not even someone else's name, please.
yeah. Well, even if you do, they will be scrubbed of all that.
We
so-
will be pixeling them out.
No, they will just be removed.
Well,
Because they won't be uploaded to RKO and that sort of thing. They will be uploaded to a specific place where Lala will go through each and every one individually and remove all identifiers from the tracks.
yeah, you lost my point. Anyway, never mind. The point is that you need a Remix 64 account to participate, so make sure that you register one. Doesn't take long. And then you can also upload your releases to that place, which is specified in the compo specs there. So just check it out. It's definitely on the top of the page. So, and
Yeah,
all
somewhere.
the details included.
And there's a link. The latest news item on slayradio.org is going there as well. So it's everywhere.
Yeah, I was mistaken. It's not at the top of the page. It's actually in the right column,
Yeah,
following
exactly.
the Amiga Remix
That's-
charts.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I said earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
Okay, then we
dynamic
double
thingy.
said that. It's better to
But-
say that twice.
Yeah, sure. But it's on the top of the Slay Radio page.
Yeah.
And there will be at some point a little banner on, I guess, Amiga Remix and on RKO as well. Just need to get around to actually doing the banner as well.
And to be specific, you probably have about 2 months, because the results will be announced on the 17th of April.
Oh, results will be announced then.
Yes,
Okay.
so that means that the April the 2nd, Friday, is the deadline at midnight. So once the clock hits midnight and it turns the 3rd of April, then you already can't contribute. So make sure to send your releases in before midnight, April the 2nd.
So 2 months, slightly less than 2 months.
Slightly less. Still
And
a
also
lot of
February
time.
is a short month.
Yes,
usually.
that is very true as well. So you need to count that in. But still, I think it's a nice time span. And your remix shouldn't be more long than 5 minutes. That's also important. And of course, you should never publish it before anywhere else. So it needs to be a new one. That's also a requirement. That's actually good to know for those who might have been releasing earlier pieces, maybe at some point.
At some point.
Yep. So, yeah, this is all that you need to know. I will definitely remember the deadline because the deadline is my mom's birthday, so I won't forget that.
And Pete has a good point. It's about double the time we had for the Aruk compo.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of time to create great releases.
And for that we got more, but we had 35 tracks on there.
Yeah, so I think that we have a great chance of getting in some nice releases there. Looking forward to hear them.
Oh yes.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, thanks for mentioning it. And I think that the difference compared to the last compo is that was like C64 specific. But since this is Remix 64's birthday, you can either remix a SID tune or an Amiga game tune or module as well. So that is also important to mention, that this is not C64 only compo.
Very good point.
Yes, and then the file format is the usual one, so above the quality of 192 kilobit per sec and 44 kilohertz.
Anything that would be allowed on Amiga Remix or RKO.
Yeah, and MP3.
Yeah.
Sorry that we exclude other formats, but MP3, just to make sure.
Well, we are not excluding anything.
Well, in the rules, it's written that it needs to be...
We are not.
Okay, we are not. We are fine with anything really, but would be probably optimal to have an MP3 of it.
Now Mordi is setting the bar high, saying, looking forward to hearing a remix twice as great as Boone. Funny guy.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, more on that later. Not more on that later.
More on that later.
We might get a new master of that soon. We will see, because I haven't heard it yet. Anyway.
We do have a new master of that.
Yes, we do. I just can't wait to hear it. But before the show, we were preparing. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Danko's been busy sharing his mastering knowledge.
Yeah,
mastering foo.
Yeah, his skills are like he hears something and -1 decibel of that and +2 here and okay, then this guy probably knows what he's talking about by heart.
He's more fine-grained than that. He goes half decibels.
Yeah, half or even less, I think.
0.2 or whatever.
0.2
but yeah,
accuracy.
Yeah, he's crazy good.
Yeah, anyway, I just have some ideas here what it might be, so let's see that later. And now I'm going to play, just for kicks, my favorite version of Elysium for you, because what we have heard is really great, but this is still my favorite. So there we go. so great. Yes.
Indeed.
Yes, and I don't know, Dex, if you noticed, but yeah, we usually do the remixer first and
Yeah, we
then
do
the
it the
remix
RKO
name.
way.
Yeah, like with everything. So basically, we don't do, because then it would be always like Rob Hubbard and then Nemesis the Warlock and then O2 remix. That would be like something that we can do definitely, but we didn't do this format.
Yeah, for because we're primarily C64 remixes, and basically like 75 to 80% of all the remixes on RKO are most likely from the like top 5 or 10 SID artists, and everyone knows them.
Yep, most likely. But anyway, if you are having this special request, we can actually consider in your case to write the things that way, but it might be a little confusing in my opinion, because most of the artists like to put their names in front of the title, remix, whatnot. Lea said that this tune gives me hope. Totally.
That's good.
Yeah, it's this tune always charges me up with full of energy. Actually, it's like if I'm down at the start, then I'm in the end.
Give me up, Elysium. Up, Elysium.
Anyway, so good one. Anyway, where were we here? I prepared something else here as
did?
well. Yeah, I did.
So, like a good chef, you prepared it beforehand.
And pay attention. I think that in the last hour we might get like a lot of requests, and then we won't have time for all of them. But
usual.
right now it would be probably time for requests, people. So if you feel like it, then make a request.
Yeah, so come on, request people. Do your thing.
Yep. So, anyway, that's the thing here. We didn't even talk about how was your week and all of that before, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You're getting used to your new job.
Hey, Puka.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, both the overview cameras are actually borked. I think both of them are. Actually, one of the cameras is working, but never mind. Doesn't matter. My week was kind of chill. It's the 4th week at the new job. So first part of the week I was working from home. And today I went to the office and picked up my little card so I can get into the office. And also I got a very nice kind of welcome on board present. I got a new server. ProLiant DL360 Gen 9, except it doesn't have any RAM in it, unfortunately, or any hard drives. So if anyone happens to have RAM sticks for those, you can send them to me. I would love that, because I need to replace the hardware running most of the Slay Radio stuff out at the
and you
hosting.
will collect all the RAMs in the world for that, because it has a lot of slots.
Yeah, it's a shit bunch of slots. I think it's 24 24 slots I think it has. Silly amount at least. But it's specific type of RAM, DDR4. Anyway, that's the plan is to get it up and running before the end of the month, because there's some work being done in the co-hosting site, so I need to go in there and do something with the old server anyway, which is by now some 10 years old. Been running all the Slay Radio stuff since 2011, I think. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So needs a bit of a refresh, so I thought I'd use this one, but needs some parts.
Oh well, I guess you will figure it out.
Yes.
It's going to be a nice server and a nice addition.
Indeed.
And we have Mordi's request in front of me, which seems to be a funny one. It's Travolta and Condom Corruption mod.
Condom Corruption?
Yep. Nice Amiga module. There we go. And very, very Amiga module-ish.
Very much Amiga, yes.
Definitely. So, if anyone would have any doubts, like Martin Land just realized right at the start of the song that, oh yeah, this is an Amiga module. Sounds like it. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I literally feel like with January I could close 2020 with the end of
she's
January.
lagging a month.
I don't know why, and it already happened once. Like literally, it took like 1 more month to close the previous year. I'm very happy that we did though. So with February now, I feel like okay, now it's a new time and a new beginning, so to speak.
Yeah, I think the world as a whole will probably take another 6 or 7 months before it comes to like a place where we can say that, yeah, now we concluded 2020.
Yeah, that will be an interesting thing. Yeah, and then we will see how we will end up with potential reopenings and such.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think if all that is done properly, as in the people that need vaccinations and such first, get them first, then we should be pretty good, I think.
Yeah, probably. So let's hope for good. I think that...
No, I hope for bad.
You do, because you are the Dark Lord.
I am the Dark Lord.
Okay, then. Anyway,
Who said that?
I don't know anyone who said that. Yeah, anyway, it's a great thing to leave those things behind and just get over with everything. So less dependencies and let's see. I was really surprised today because Swedes started to wear masks in masses. So right now I have seen masks on many people on the street, which surprised me because before that I didn't. So
yeah, there's some sort of mandate going out from, yeah, I think it's a...
Is it a mandate? Isn't it a recommendation? Because it's always a recommendation.
Strong recommendation or whatever, something like that. Or I think we hit some sort of threshold where people think that, yeah, maybe I should because I can't be fucking doing this forever. So kind of people get the sense of self-preservation, basically saying that, yeah, I'm sick of this being at home continuously. It was fun in the beginning, you know, and all that, but yeah, it kind of, I guess, wears on people after a while. I have no problem with it. It's kind of something I was born to do, so really not a problem at all doing that for me. So I look forward to every time I can work from home. I think I'm going to try to set up a schedule where I actually work from home at least 3 days a week, even after all this is done. So 3 days from home and 2 days in the office or something like that.
Yeah, it will be similar then. So we will just go into each other's nerves here. No, we are not actually. We deal with it very nicely,
yeah,
I think.
Far from going on each other's nerves, actually.
Yeah, but this is what people keep talking about, that if you just get stuck at home with your partner, then most probably you will kill each other sooner or later. I don't agree.
Yeah, well, I think the biggest problem is if you have kids and you have a partner that doesn't do its part in taking care of it, the kid, then yeah, you're gonna run into a lot of trouble, I think, in a relationship, because then it will be so blatantly obvious for the one that does all of the extra work, the work that both are supposed to be doing, as in taking care of the kid, and the other one isn't. then yeah, it's going to be very, very obvious.
Yeah, and it's going to cause probably some major kind of
Yeah.
things or consequences, and I'm not surprised at all. So yeah, definitely. But let's hope that in most of the cases this won't happen. And we have Trent. I think Trent. Anyway, who wants to hear another module, which is Speed by Codex.
Oh, turns out to be a bit of an Amiga thing.
Yep.
It's ended. Oh no, it's ended. We were trying to find a
it's
thing.
just so short, and we were wondering here.
Yeah, and it was
Gee.
bouncy.
Never mind. We will have some time to prepare this next thing anyway.
Apparently, I should be doing. I am your father.
Good one.
There we go.
And this is the person I live with.
Yeah, I'm not your father.
Well, yeah, I guess that's good.
It does help.
Even if you might have been a great father, but yeah, I'm thankful.
Was?
I mean, it's like, well, you still are, obviously, but you guys are further from each other nowadays, right? So,
Well, yes.
so it's not that you live together anymore. That's why. That's what I meant with that.
Yeah, he moved out, what?
A while
5 years
ago.
ago? Something, 6 years ago? Something like
Yep.
that? Can't remember now.
Yep. Anyway.
It's been a while. He grew up.
No.
Yeah. Fun thing. He's turning 30 this year.
Yeah. That's.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, it's especially funny to consider that I didn't even have anything like that on the horizon yet. And you have a 30-year-old son. Great. So wow, that's something, I guess.
It's something.
Something achievement unlocked or something.
Yeah, I guess so.
You guess so. And I figured out how we are going to do this here. I have no idea about how the chat is doing right now. Oh yeah, right. Yep. And let's see. Yeah, FS has the next request, which is... And it's Fixoid and Trust Magnificent World of Commodore.
I trust no one.
Well, you should sometime.
Ooh, and I'm very, very late. We got some greetings from hello from Ronneby, Sweden. Ronneby says Robin Engström on Facebook, and then Pedro Mastroianni says hello from El Bolson, Patagonia, Argentina, and Martin Dodd says greetings from Wales.
Oh,
hello, people.
Nice to see you around as well.
Yeah, sorry, I've been trying to get things done here while doing a show. So during the songs, I've been fiddling with all sorts of things. So not a lot of time to kind of do interactive things. Oh,
Yep.
and Dax reached 1,500 followers on YouTube, where I think we are Slay Radio. I mean, is that 600 or very close to 600? We're like a few off, like 598. Oh, 599! Almost 600 on YouTube.
Nice.
One more! And we are 600.
Nice.
600 strong.
Who would have thunk that social media platforms a while ago?
Yeah, it's all good fun.
Yep, indeed. I still remember when I was pushing Facebook. And you were like, nah.
Pushing Facebook?
Yeah. Nah, Facebook, no. Why should we do that ever?
Yeah, I still am of that opinion, basically.
Well, okay. Facebook did a few strange things, of course, while broadcasting, so that is another stuff. But yeah, it turned out to be handy sometimes.
Yeah, problem is though that it would seem that the frequency at which we communicate on the Facebook page is not enough for Facebook to promote us. You need to be very fucking chatty and interactive all the time for them to kind of push the feed or push the items we post on people's feeds. So yeah, I don't particularly like the idea of just empty chatter. I'll post something when we have something to post, okay?
Yeah.
It's like all these platforms are gamification kind of geared in the sense that like Twitch, for instance, they have this whole hierarchy. You get to this many listeners at the same time, or this many people talking during your broadcast at the same time, you unlock certain things. Like, oh, come on. Just
You speak whenever you have something to say.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not always like me, though.
That is very true. So if someone were to, Gohang says, just post a pic of Zelda a few times a day and you're good.
Exactly.
That is very true.
Yep. But anyway, it's a thing, and I guess I get it. I mean, I turned into more introvert nowadays as well. I know what you're talking about, but still, sometimes it's just nice to talk, okay?
Woo! We just hit 600 subscribers on YouTube.
Nice. Okay, so that's great.
Yeah, that's very, very nice. Thank you, everyone. That's awesome. What's it been? 2 years?
2 years?
In October, when we started
The video streaming part?
on,
Yeah,
on YouTube.
Yeah, I think so, or something like that.
Yeah, it was for Bit Live, I think, or shortly before Bit Live in October, the Norwegian one, the first one. We started streaming there.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's been a nice journey, and definitely I didn't think that the video streaming part will go that good, like by time. But it's going. So
yeah, and we have 129 followers on Twitch. That's a very odd number. I don't like it. Could someone make it 130? While we're at it, make even numbers.
Oh my.
Uh,
And that's something I don't do. Don't beg for likes. I know why people do that, but it's they like us when they want to.
yeah, I have a hard time doing that too. But sometimes I know for myself, I do follow a number of like YouTube channels and whatnot, but I'm not subscribed to all of them. Some of them I are. Yeah, because I am plenty. I am, but some of them I'm still in the process of kind of figuring out if I even want to follow them. So I keep kind of returning to their channel and checking their content and if they release on a regular basis and that sort of thing, and then just at some point decide that okay, now I'm gonna subscribe, and it can be a month, it can be a year or 3 years, who knows.
Yeah, that all depends. Anyway.
Okay, I get your point, people. Now we have 128 follows, so thank you for making it even.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking going the other way, but 128 is good too because
Someone got the point, though.
double the 64.
You did not specify.
I
This
did
is
not.
what they always
did not.
say. You should always specify what you are wishing for, because otherwise you might be surprised.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm not very surprised, but 128 is also good. It's twice the 64.
Ah, okay. That's a nice number indeed. Anyway, we have some exclusive to show here. Okay, you people have been hearing this song before, but now it's remastered. And the good part is that we also haven't heard it yet. So we have no idea how it sounds now, but it's going to be a surprise for, well, both of us at least. And yeah, let's see what came out of this advisor Danko's advices, I guess. No advice. I know there is no plural of advices. Don't start to tell me that.
I didn't say anything.
Thank you. And thanks, Peter, for sharing this with us. Let's see how it sounds. Yeah, our default volume settings didn't really cope well with this song. Right at the start, I was actually wondering what's happening because we locked the volume controller and then I started
it should have
fiddle.
been at 0 anyway. And if it wasn't, then I don't know. Either way, that was quite heavily pushed in the master, and when it comes to the audio comes to the regular relays, it's going to be pushed a slight bit further. It's trying to account for it, but it's going to have some weird effects on it because there's a 5-band kind of a compressor, uncompressor, EQ, stereo spacing, all sorts of weird stuff happening on the regular relays that you won't have on the video streams. But yeah.
And I'm not quite sure why the overly volume was logged. Actually, this is how I discovered that it was logged.
Yeah.
And it's not on 0. Why?
Yeah, it should have been on 0.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like this shouldn't. Anyway, yeah, it's. I definitely like it a lot because it was a really good question. Like I think someone in the reviews mentioned that the synths sounded a little bit weak, and originally they weren't weak. But then again, you have to bring together 3 separate people's work, which is very difficult when they differ from each other. So they need to form a unity, and that is probably one of the biggest challenges. And he did it. So thank you, Peter. Nice, very nice work. And yeah, I'm going to re-listen without the distortion at the start after the show.
Martin Land says, well, you should get rid of the weird stuff on the regular relays, I'd say. Well, yes, there used to be a reason for that, and the settings I have for the audio processing on the regular relays currently is accounting for a wide variety of source material, because up until fairly recently, like the past, I don't know, 4 years or so, the quality of uploads on RKO was a bit so-so, let's say. Some were very quiet, some were louder, like take the polar opposites of like a very tiny volume kind of minus 10 dB track that essentially is a good track but poorly mastered. And then you have a Lagerfeld's track that is like up there, it's pushing the limits, like really pushing the limits, and you had to counter for both of those. Nowadays, most of the releases and most of them that are played on Slay Radio now, because of the weight and all of that, they are later releases. So yeah, I should dial it back a little bit. I need to get around to doing that at some point.
He said that since the updates,
Since the updates?
Since the updates at your end in shows, which
It shows. I don't think that has anything. There's no processing on the audio streams that go out to the relays. That is the same as it always has been. It's the audio that goes out to the video streams, and that is where the update happened.
Yeah, I think Boz even manually normalized titles from his playlist. That's a big work, though.
Every single one.
Oh my goodness, that's a tricky one, actually.
Yeah, normalizing is pretty simple to do, actually. It's a fairly simple thing to even automate. Just get rid of peaks that, like, if 99.5 or 98% of the song is at a different peak level, just cut everything above that.
Yeah.
and normalize it volume-wise. Done.
Yeah, I get that part,
it's
but there
fine.
is also compression applied. So on your end,
Yeah, there's
It's-
compression,
yeah.
stereo widening, like I mentioned earlier,
yeah,
bass enhancement, that sort of thing. All sorts of things. A lot
yeah.
of things.
So well-mastered songs can suffer a little bit
Yeah.
in that regard.
Let's see. What's it called again? Was it there? No. Oh,
Well, Dex,
Oh.
I guess Cool Edit can do that, sure, and all of the audio editors basically, but it's definitely not that we want to normalize 4,000 songs and even more. So I guess this is not an option.
yeah, it's an automatic thing. I'm posting the link to the processor I'm using on Discord now. It's a slightly earlier version of that, but that's essentially the processor at the core. Last update I did was, I don't know, 3 years ago. Something
Never
like
mind,
that.
let's get back to music because
Yes, let's.
anyway, that's had a request, which is High Madness High Scores by Gamma Sutra. It will make us sleepy, he said. Oh, let's check
Really?
this out. songy little
Ding.
song, little ditty.
Yeah, and apparently the IRC bridge had been down for like 12 minutes or something.
Well, it always happens during the shows at least twice or three times, so I'm not surprised.
Twice or thrice?
Twice or thrice, yes. I know
Thrice?
you like that. Thrice, yes. Especially Boz likes it. So
Thrice, yes.
thrice, yeah. So usually the
Nobody
bridge...
tries.
Yeah, so exactly. So it usually happens at least twice during a show that the connection is lost. So not surprised.
Not surprised in the least.
Anyway, it's not that much time left, and the people seem to be very silent today.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit of a slow kind of start of the year or something. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I just want to remind people about the Remix 64 compo, Remix compo again. Because, yeah, it feels important.
Well, it definitely does, but yeah.
So if you want to know more about it, go to remix64.com and check the news entry for the 20-year anniversary Remix compo entry on there.
The news entry, the entry
News
on
entry,
there.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and they claim that the more entries we get, the more prizes will be awarded. So whether you are a veteran remixer or whether this will be your first ever remix, whether you want to submit a techno-style remix or a bluegrass one, all will have a chance to win something, as we are planning to award prizes not just to the top voted remix, but to multiple entries. But that depends on how
Best
many entries
polka
we will
remix.
get. Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. Come on. Best polka remix.
That would be lovely. The more entries, the bigger possibility for multiple prizes. So get busy, start working on a remix, or dust off that old half-done remix of yours and finish it already.
Yeah, I should. I have a bunch.
I have some too. That would be great. I didn't decide yet if I will start with something new or will continue something else.
Yeah, I need to kind of listen through the HVSC archive.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, I don't think I'm looking for candidates this time. I have a few in my head. But then again, one of the biggest disappointments was when I figured out that the Artillery's continuation SID is actually not an original composition. That's actually a good occasion to introduce this to you, because I don't know if I talked about it on air, but I certainly shared my disappointment with a few people about that. But first we will play a request here, which would be FS. He says, "Sme again." Smegol. Almost. So he wants to hear X-Forms and Green Beret this time.
X-Forms.
a very pleasant aunt's journey, I would say.
Indeed.
Very nice. X-Form Z.
I remember when that came out, we were all very, very surprised because X-Form Z was karang kind of things.
Yeah, then all of a sudden he comes out with some aunts. Yeah, I understand the confusion. Yeah, these are far from each other, but in my head, actually, they are not that much. I really like when one loves both, and I definitely love both. So those just work for me. And yeah, Martin, we are really hoping for a sort of opening for at least the summer, but seriously, no one can guarantee that. No one yet, because they just keep changing the rules. And
I think it's down to the order in which people get vaccinated. If you can get people in transportation, like airplane pilots, tram drivers, bus drivers, taxi drivers, nurses in hospitals, that sort of thing, all vaccinated, and shops, all that stuff. People who work with people, or who have professions working with people, if they get vaccinated, then after that the rest of the population gets vaccinated, then I think we're in a very good place.
Probably, yeah. So let's see how far we go with that. And what I wanted to show you, people, if you haven't heard the third subtune of Artillery yet, probably this is the time when you need to hear that. It's just a sneak peek. It's not really long, but I'm going to talk about this after the SID. So just listen. So basically this is the third subtune of the SID. So I don't know what you think. When I heard this, I kind of started to feel like I can do something with this. And then there got the disappointment, because I was always wondering why that still info is there in the SID, which says Iron Maiden and the Clairvoyant. And yes, this is the subtune that is from Iron Maiden. And originally it's a very nice song, by the way. And gotta love Iron Maiden. But biggest disappointment ever, I was already preparing to remix this SID. And I cannot, because its original is Iron Maiden. So don't remix such songs. Like, please don't remix originally popular.
Yeah, a good way of checking that is to go to DeepSID and search for, or download the HVAC and look through the STIL info, STIL, SID tune information list, I think it's short for. And DeepSID has that embedded in the, or implemented that, or whatever. It has a tab that says STIL info, or just STIL, I think.
It's still the tab.
Yeah. In there you will find the information from HVSC. If it's a known cover of a commercial song, it will be in there. It has happened, I think, at least once. Yeah, Never Die appeared to have been a commercial song. It was not in the Steel info. I did not recognize it as a original song. It's still on RKO, but who knows what happens to that one. Anyway, we have Wahid on Facebook saying 1, 2, 3, Viva Algerie! Algerie, I guess. Algerie. Is it French? Viva Algerie.
I guess how you pronounce it, it certainly reminds me of that, but I have no idea about French, so I don't know. And shout out to Malthus. He said, I voted for Roti and I have a request, Ocean Loader 4, Doctor Future. Malthus, if you would tune in right at the start of the show, we have played this song today, right at the start. I'm so sorry. But I would say that maybe if you try to squeeze something in, maybe we will be still able to play it. No guarantees, because it seems like we have enough here on our plate right now. And the next song would be a little bit of a party song before we go to sleep.
Unless what happens?
Will be.
Okay.
So the next song will be DJ Mitch. It's Noisy Pillars tune 2 Catch Up Girls mix for Cracks Ultima.
I just looked at the first part of the lyrics. When I hook back upon my life instead of look, it's always been with a sense of shame. Oops, sorry, wrong one. That was for me. I'm supposed to have you on that. Anyway, I've always been the one to blame for everyone. No. Yes, for everyone I long to do, no matter when or where or who, has one thing in common too. It's so thin.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, it's been a while since I listened to Pet Shop Boys.
Always been with a sense of shame.
Anyway, yeah, it's as Mitch Van Hayden usually is very energetic. Also being on Discord, I think.
No matter
Yeah, he is probably hanging around the channel at some point, or he was hanging around.
It's so thin.
Anyway, we don't have that much left from the show, so I thought that we would play Board's request and then we close the show after that, which would be a new addition to HVSC. It's a two-sid, and it's a Shogun and to Nora. And as I said, it's two-sid made with goat track. God.
Wow. That
Wow.
started off for me like, oh my god, that's so Amiga, because the hard left, right, and all that.
Two-sided. Yeah, totally.
But wow, such ingenious little pieces in there with the Leslie kind of Hammond type thing in the right side, for me at least. I have a button on here that switches left and right, so could have been left on your side.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the like Pete said on the channel as well on Discord, the piano, soft and nice and very, very nice. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
It's very impressive, and yeah, his comment in the still information. This one is special for me for a few reasons. I always wanted to compose a song, but never had an opportunity or self-confidence to write one. So this is my first attempt ever. This song is in the style of Norah Jones, amazing pianist, vocalist, and performer. It's my tribute to her and to beautiful soul music. Why she? Well, because she's got it all, and just look at her. Shogun. What?
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
what? The first composition of
Yeah,
his?
I thought he had more than that.
That he had SIDS before. I just...
Exactly, but what are they? I thought they were his own compositions.
I thought so too. I don't know. Now we need to look him up very carefully, because that is insane. So that's
There's
great.
Altered States. Okay. Yeah. There's like a shit bunch of them. How many? A bunch.
wow. Just wow. Anyway, nah, I can't find words for that.
Yeah.
So wow.
Yeah. Excellent fucking work there. 88 SIDS apparently. He has. Plus,
Yeah, I knew his name, so I
plus
knew
5 2 SID stereo ones.
So how did he mean that he didn't compose before? I just want to
don't
figure
know.
out. I don't know how this is possible.
Yeah, he needs to elaborate.
Yeah, it's
'Cause that is fucking brilliant.
yeah, and the SID was done in 2020, and it's from the latest edition of HVSC from December. So yeah, it cannot be old.
No, it is not old.
Yeah, Pete says maybe it's his first attempt at a Norah Jones song. Yeah, that would be probably closer to the truth, I guess.
I can't do jazz or something. Who knows? But yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Thank you, Board, for this fantastic request. And I think we will close the show now with a nice ditty as well. This would be Shadow Fire, the retro remix from Peter Clark. He said that he was working and being busy as a bee with Fred Gray. So, yeah, that's... we will see the results and all of that, or not see, as you would say, probably hear at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining us, and thank you for getting us to 600 subscribers on YouTube. Very nice, and thank you to everyone who was on Facebook and shared where they're from. That's always interesting to see. Patagonia in Argentina, Algeria, wherever that is. 1, 2, 3, Viva Algeria. I have no idea. Wannabe. I think it's called. In Sweden, etc. But yeah, thanks for joining us on Twitch and Facebook tonight, and because YouTube borked, unfortunately.
Yeah, so no YouTube for today, but all the other platforms are up and running. And yeah, thank you everyone for joining us for today. And yeah, you can meet us, see us next week, and soon we will be announcing the update of the Roddy show as well, hopefully.
Yes, and don't forget the Remix 64 20-year anniversary remix compo. Remix64.com. Go there. Read it.
Thank you.
Do it.
If anyone would forget after we mentioned twice, I know.
3 times.
Yeah,
4 times.
3 times.
Whatever.
Okay,
Doesn't
okay.
matter.
The more the merrier, I think. So, yeah, everyone, you have slightly less than 2 months to make an amazing remix. So, I guess that would be all for today. Thank you, everyone, for your kind attention. And you know that if you want more live shows, you can always go to bossradio.com on other days of the week. So we are synced with them, and we try to make sure we won't collide with the shows. That's why we do this now. So, see you, everyone, next week. And have a good night and sweet dreams.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Radio. On air since 1999, maybe? Slay Radio. On air since 1999, maybe?